U.S. restaurants continue to struggle as the pandemic continues and as Speaker Pelosi's 48-hour deadline for stimulus deals is approaching. Kate Rogers is here with the latest weekly trends. And Kate, what can you tell us this morning?
Hi, Becky. Well, the restaurant recovery is continuing its very slow march forward. For the week ended October 11th, Black Box Intelligence reports that comp sales were down 7.4% year on year and traffic fell by 13.5%. The numbers, they're not as strong as the week prior, October 4th, which was the best week for sales and traffic since March. Trends in recent weeks do show an uptick in consumers spending more on off-premise offerings from full-service restaurants. Remember now that fast food and pizza have really been the big winners during the pandemic. Turnover at restaurants also continues to rise. Quick service staffing levels are consistent now with pre-COVID levels, while casual and full-service restaurant staffing levels are more reduced. More consumers may also be opening their minds to going out and actually eating at a restaurant. Our CNBC and Change research polling of likely voters nationwide shows that 45% of customers say that they are now comfortable dining out at this point in the outbreak. That is off the highs that we saw in September, but it's still much higher than it was over the summer. Now, how attitudes shift as cases continue to climb around the country remains to be seen. Becky, back over to you.
Hey, Kate. I have a couple of questions. My first is we look at restaurant sales, but if so much of the dining sales that they've seen have been people who are getting takeout and taking it home to eat, how does that cut into their margins for the restaurants, for the sit-down restaurants that maybe had a lot of their margin coming from alcohol that they'd serve if you were eating there?
Well, so you can see a lot of the higher end restaurants, right, have started to sell alcohol when they can, but it's just simply not enough to do that and also offer these takeout and delivery offerings to keep you afloat when so much of your business did come in the form of people actually coming in and sitting down at your restaurant. So that's been one of the biggest challenges. And a lot of those restaurants, too, are just not set up the way a quick service or a more casual chain would be to really serve people with delivery and takeout. So the answer to that one is that it's just really not enough moving forward.
What do you think the biggest challenge is? It's getting colder, maybe a little, people less likely to go sit outside and eat. What is the biggest challenge you think these restaurants face in the coming months?
So certainly, as you just mentioned, winter is on its way. You know, places like New York City saying that you can continue this outdoor dining. A lot of people looking for heat lamps to use outdoors in their restaurants. But as we mentioned, 45% of people say that it's safe to go and dine out. But the other half of the voters nationwide that we polled said, you know, they're not quite ready to do that. So not only winter, Becky, but I also think changing attitudes and perspectives about people feeling comfortable to actually go and sit inside, even if it is just 25 or 50% capacity, will be another big headwind.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.